Hello everyone, Jules here. Today I'd like to show quite a lovely tarot deck that was published a few months ago, and that is the Rackham Tarot, and this was published by Scarabeo this year, and it is featuring the art of Arthur Rackham, who is quite a well-known and renowned artist, mainly of fairy tales and fantasy type of art. On the box, this is taken from the Nine of Pentacles card, and this is quite a lovely deck, and the art is great. And what I like about this deck as well is that this deck is featuring the actual artwork of Arthur Rackham. Sometimes the Scarabeo decks are actually presenting the art that is based on an artist. Scarabeo often has artists who feature artwork that is not the actual work of the artist, but it is the work of an artist in the same style of the artist. But this deck is actually the art work of Arthur Rackham. So I'm going to start by showing some of the major arcana cards first, and I will just talk about the cardstock. The cardstock is quite good. It's got a matte finish. It's got a tiny little bit of semi-gloss. Here is the back of the cards. And I quite like the colouring of the deck. It's got a kind of a brown sepia tone to a lot of the colouring, and it's got a light brown sepia tone for narrow borders that are on top and bottom of the card, even though it's basically a borderless deck. And I think the cardstock is quite good. I think Scarabeo cardstock has been improving in recent times. It's not quite as light or flexible as it was at one stage, so I quite like the cardstock. So here's the first card, the High Priestess. And I really like the colouring for this deck. I like the tones. It's really quite an enchanting deck. So this has got the Roman numerals top and bottom for the major arcana. High Priestess. The Hierophant. I love this Hierophant card. I think this is a great Hierophant card, which is really showing a connection with nature. Because the true meaning of the Hierophant is a type of mediator. So the Hierophant here is showing the mediator with nature, the interaction with nature. Lovers. the Hermit. Beautiful Justice card. Death. Temperance. Great Devil card. I really like this card. This artwork really conjures up for me a lot of memories of childhood books and fairy tale books, and this type of artwork was the type of images that I spent a lot of time with as a child. So that was another reason why I wanted this deck, because this type of artwork completely engrossed me as a child. So I think it is great that there's this tarot deck featuring the artwork of Arthur Rackham in this way. The Devil, the Moon, beautiful Moon card. So the artwork is not only intricate and detailed, but the colouring for the images is really quite beautiful. And quite atmospheric. Here is a great World card. Now for some of the minor arcana. So this is the usual Wands, Cups, Swords and Pentacles. The Ace of Wands. I really like this Ace of Wands card. So a lot of these cards are really on a nature and or fairy, nature spirit type of theme. Two of Wands. Like this card here showing a diva, nature spirit, tree diva. Two of Wands. A great Page of Pentacles, excuse me, Page of Wands. We're still on Wands. Page of Wands. It's a great Page of Wands. It's probably one of my favourite cards in the deck. It's a really great Page of Wands. there's some of the wands suit. Now for the cups. Ace of Cups. Five of Cups. And the minor arcana have the symbol for the suit at the bottom and the number. These cards, the minor arcana have numerals instead of Roman numerals. So Five of Cups and a great Knight of Cups. This Knight of Cups is a mermaid. Sorry, Page of Cups. Page of Cups. I had a feeling I might... No, I was right the first time. Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. There is a horse symbol at the top of the card for the knights. So this is Knight of Cups, and the mermaid seems to be travelling on a fish in the sea. Now for the swords. Ace of Swords. And I love the images, the feeling of the air in this sword suit. Ten of Swords. This is a bit like a St. George and the Dragon type of theme. So I quite like that. Ten of Swords. And the Queen of Swords. And this Queen of Swords also has an arrow, because sometimes arrows in some decks are used instead of swords. So this is the Queen of Swords, and she's a bit of a Joan of Arc type figure. And I like that too. Queen of Swords. And now for Pentacles. The little white book is quite good. It has a brief description of each of the cards for the images, which is helpful. There is the Ace of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. So there's some of the cards of the Rackham Tarot, published by Scarabeo this year, and I'll put the details below the video. And I really think this is quite a lovely deck, and I think it's quite atmospheric. I think the artwork is wonderful. The cardstock is quite good. It is worth getting for people who love the artwork of Arthur Rackham, because this is taken from prints of the actual artwork of Arthur Rackham. And it's also for people who also love these types of illustrations from fairy tales, for example, as well. I think it's a very beautiful and atmospheric deck, and I think most of the cards fit quite well with the designated tarot cards and the themes. I think it all fits in quite well. So I think Scarabeo have done quite a good job with this deck, and I'm quite glad that I've got the deck. So I think it is worth getting for the reasons that I've mentioned, and I'll put the details below the video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.